welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, it's still Daybreak Africa, and we are going into a very fun kind of discussion at the moment. As we can see, we are fast approaching the Ekimogun celebrations here in Ondo City. And one of the major features of this particular celebrations happens to do with the pageantry, whereby we have the Mr. and Mrs. Ekimogun. And we have the founder of that particular sect with us here in the studio with us in the person of Idris Mamukuyomi. I hope I got the name this time around.
You're right. Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much. You really pronounce very well.
Mamukuyomi. Mamukuyomi. Yeah, my Yoruba is getting better.
Yes.
So I think I deserve an accolade. So we are first approaching the Ekimogun celebrations. Now, I would like you to just fill us in on what the Ekimogun celebrations is like before we go deeper into the place of the pageantry itself.
Yes, Ekimogun Day celebrations happen to be an avenue to bring our sons and daughters and their friends around the world to celebrate a day in the community, no matter where you are, outside the country, anywhere. And it's also an avenue to sit together and see for the development of the community, where everybody contributes his own quota. Most people have come to say, okay, this is what I want to be developed in the community. This is what I can take up, and so far so good. It's been an important cultural event in Ondo State.
Okay, now give us an insight. Are there specific target audience in you look out, or you tend to like portray your message in the Ekimogun festival? Is there a target audience?
Well, right now before maybe we used to be like we should have only Ondo people doing it.
Okay.
But since the city proclamation, you all understand what city means. It has to yes, it has to open up for everyone in as much you are in that country. So I can't say there is a target market. I can only say we are open to whoever that is interested in contributing to the development of the community. So we have our sons and daughters who are coming in though, but we still also bring in people outside the community to have their own say in development. Since we don't have only Ondo living in Ondo Kingdom, we have Mr. Joshua here.
Definitely.
I'm sure he's not from Ondo. I don't know about you.
I'm not from Ondo.
You are not from Ondo, but you are here. But in a way, we'll be expecting you. This is part of your contribution you are doing.
Okay, now I heard you said something like market. Is there some sort of business inclined to aside from entertainment, I presume?
Oh yes, the business as regards Ekimogun Day. Should there be business? Yes, if anybody can come as an investor to Ondo, in as much we are making you understand our traditional culture. So a business has to involve
buying
and selling. So people can come. During the Ekimogun Day, people. It's also open to people who wants to do, those that want to do business in the community, and those that want to even know what the community is all about. So you can come, you can do a lot with the.
So now we're talking about pageantry, and I looked at it as one of the features of the Ekimogun celebrations. I witnessed one for last year, which had to. I really just witnessed it. I moved past it, saw the whole event, I was just there briefly, and I left. But now I want to have a clearer understanding, just like our views out there. Now, pageantry being a feature of the Ekimogun Day celebrations, what are we looking into this year?
Oh, we are looking at a very a bigger thing this year. I think this year is going to be bigger than any other one we've done in the past. Miss Ekimogun Beauty Pageant, so it's like you have said, it's also an integral and important part of the Ekimogun Day, but it also opens to not only Ondo people. We have people come contesting from everywhere in Nigeria, both from Nigeria, even outside the country. We've had someone that came in from South Africa, though it's an indigenous of Ondo, in 2013. And we have someone that flew in from the US in 2014. So it's that important to so many of our own indigenous and many people outside the Ondo environs to show interest. So it's going to be a very big event this year. And we don't make it look like because it's taking place in Ondo, that we compete with an international standard event, because our winner goes home with a car. So this year's own is taking place December 3rd, and our winner will be going home with a car, and the girls are going to be around from November 24th till December 3rd and 4th to be part of the Ekimogun Day celebration.
Okay, and for a winner to go out and go home with a car, then there must have been a kind of thorough selection for those. So give us an insight on your selection.
Yeah, for the very first time in the history of the beauty pageant, which started 2009, we have, this is the first time, though this is the first time we're making it free, and we had over 120 entrants, and we screened them. It was tough. Now we screened them to 30 contestants. So we took them to like a Pan Tropicana beach resort last week, just to have a retreat, to bring them together and talk more about what will be happening in Ondo Kingdom. So far so good. We have 30 contestants coming into Ondo by November 24th this year.
By
to be part of
24th.
Yeah.
To be part of it. Now, you talked about the place of it since 2009 to this particular time. How has it been over the years and the journey of Ekimogun? What do you think has improved in the pageantry till this particular time? I even have a particular question, because now many Nigerians out there will agree with me that we watch pageantry a lot. You know, we've watched the Miss World, the Miss Universe, many of the pageantries that we have, even down to school system and all that. Now, many are not really focusing on what pageantry can do for the society. I think you should fill us in on that a bit.
Yeah, thank you so much. We know that apart from empowering the ladies, the women, giving them the voice and letting them know how they can have their own contribution to their
community,
and bring a lot of other opportunities to the environment where they are. Yes, there are also other important things we should also look at. For the past few years, one thing I want to say is not that I'm trying to be
boastful.
Yes, look, today I have a lot of guys who are doing great events in Ondo today. They are the people that have been part of the Miss Ekimogun beauty pageant in the past. Great event. No, today you can mention any event. I'm telling you, they were part of Miss Ekimogun beauty pageant. So what am I trying to say is, it also gives back to the community. It gives voices to those, indirectly to those that are a part of it, that can say, okay, I can do this. Let me go out and also exhibit what I have to do. If this can happen in this community, because nobody believed at first that a pageantry could also make an impact in an environment like this. But we were so stubborn about that. Look, this thing would happen in Ondo, and it happened. And today we have a lot. So the contribution is, I can't say it's limitless. Ranging from empowering the youth, the guys who are part of it, who can say, okay, I can become a comedian, I can become an MC, I can also have a show like this. And it also gives job to those that are into creative industries. Yes, maybe graphic artists, the MCs, even the hotels in Ondo. I remember when we were trying to, our first time we partnered with one hotel in 2012, 2013 thereabouts. And the guy didn't believe what was going to happen, because he gave us rooms, 10 rooms for free for over 14 days. And he was filming those girls for 14 days. But at the end of the show, he held me like this. You guys said it, you made it. That he was able to make sales
from the whole activity.
From accommodating the girls alone to the event day. That since the existence of his hotel, this is the first time for about 8 days consequently. How do I put that in English?
8 days consecutively.
Yes, that he was making money. So he was so happy to be part of it. So the pageantry has a lot to do with development, and also bringing a lot of investors into the community. Let's look at it this way. Now, Ondo is a city. We call it a city because most people believe that Miss Ekimogun should be limited to an indigenous of Ondo Kingdom alone. But no, because we're talking about development. A city is a place that also attracts immigrants to invest. People that are not part of you, people that are not in your state or that are not from you. That is only where you can call yourself a city. You consider America. There are cities in America. Anybody can go there to invest. Lagos City is here. You go to Lagos and make your investment. The rules, the regulations, and everything does not. None of this says, okay, if you are not from this particular environment, you can't do business. So that gives. So Miss Ekimogun Beauty Pageant gives that values to this community. It brings in people outside the country to understand our culture, to know what we are doing in this place, and that can only happen when you give an open arm to other people to be part of your culture and tradition. So that is all I can say about the
project.
Now
I understand that for you're talking about development within Ondo City. So I understand that before development would have said to have happened nationally, it should have started from the within, from the grassroots. Are there some sort of empowerment you give to, talking about the pageantry, are there some empowerment from grooming them from the beginning, picking leaders from the beginning, instead of, you understand what I mean? So
I know.
You build them up. Is your group doing anything like that?
Yes. Now we don't just make winners. We follow them through. Okay. Today our first winner her name is Bolajo Fawemi, and I can tell you, she's if it's not one of the top 5 of the model management in Africa, not Nigeria, I'm telling you.
Africa.
She's the CEO of Field Model Management. But she came, this is where she had her first experience in Ondo Kingdom here. And today she's everywhere. So when she was going for this, after, I think she went to finish her school and she came back to discuss this with us, that she wanted to go into modeling. And we advised her, we put her through, that look, we'll be proud of you. You're one of us. So this is how to go about it. And today she's everywhere. She managed the Jumaka breast seller. She was the first person to manage Jumaka, the breast seller then. The Bolajo Fawemi. So all in the name of Miss Ekimogun, she was able to achieve that to herself. So this we don't just make winners. We don't leave them. We work them through the year. This year, so we're even looking at people that are entrepreneurial. Like, if you know you can do a lot, you not just a winner that will go and be having fun. No. You have to bring back to the community. You set up so many seminars, so many other programs that will impact into the lives of others, not only you, the younger ones, those that are behind, and so many causes that can come up to affect the community positively. So that is what
Now, but over the years, have you never had any challenges based on especially the selection process? One thing that comes to mind is, I remember a particular time a friend of mine was about going into pageantry, the parent was against it, talking about religious beliefs and some of the place of, morals, where they talk about the place, you don't have to expose your body and all that. How do you cope with all those challenges over the years?
Yes, first and foremost, we oversaw a lot of things. And we look at it as a cultural beauty pageant. We wouldn't want to do one thing, a bikini
like kind of show.
No, it's a cultural beauty pageant. Yes, we erase that. And one thing I love Ondo, let me put that way, maybe mothers, because we know that a lot of Ondo mothers and fathers have been supporting their children to be part of it. I'm sure they must have seen the values, they must have seen the what we've been doing in the past. A lot of beauty pageants have bad names. So many beauty pageants have bad names. But as we restrict a lot of other things that might lead to giving this cultural beauty pageant a bad name, we don't want bikini stage or display or whatsoever. And all what we are doing, whoever that's going to be part of us must have an undertaking with us that this is what this kind of thing should not happen. So even most of the contestants still come back. That's to tell you that we have one now who this should be our 5th time. And we've been having some that are becoming like 3-4 times. Like, oh, I just love the pageantry. It's unlike every other one I've been part of. Are you getting? So it's that's free and fair. Nobody is saying we have this person to win. No. All we want, if you have value, if you have what it takes to give back to the community, if you have what it takes to help the community, if you have what it takes to lead, because you must have that spirit of leadership. To become the Miss Ekimogun, the judges are there to take that. Now, what we are doing this year differently is to have deciding votes by the audience. We're having about 30 guests coming on board. And we have said that, okay, our audience will select the first top 20 and the first top 10.
How do you hope to achieve that? Is there like an app or XMS?
Not going to be app. We don't want to do that so that people will not think we are taking their money.
Okay.
When you are in the hall, we have a particular section for that. Not everybody that's in the hall. We have the regular. We have those on the tables to the side. So if you're coming in, you look at the stage because they will be part of the decision makers. We don't want to just as the judges alone. So the top 10, they will select from the 30 to 20, from 20 to 10. Then we leave the 10 for the judges to decide. The top 10 for the judges to decide. So it has always been open, free and fair. Because it's being taken care of. We don't look for money from anybody because come and take money for the winner. No, we've been approached. I can tell you that. I remember 2012, a guy walked up to where we were trying to do something. He said, "Yeah, Idris, I think I saw one of the contestants and I wish you could win. Let me give you like 300,000. Look at you, 300,000. The cash is winning. The cash the person is winning is more than $1 million then 2012. So what are you talking about? 300,000 for what? Just support. Please go and use your money to buy tickets for people to come and watch whoever you want to support, not to dictate. Because if you come today to ask me to give this person winner, and tomorrow your sister says she's going to contest, what will you tell her?
That she will definitely win because you have the connection.
Yes, because you have the connection. Or you tell her that don't mind them. They know those who's they know the person, they know the winner already. So why do you want to go and waste your time? Those people, they have their winner already. So that you can go anywhere in the community, you can go anywhere in Yondo. They will tell you Miss Ekimogun has always been like that.
So now, have you done enough awareness? Because you talk about the audience deciding who becomes their winner to some extent. Have you done enough awareness to gather that
what we're using, all the platform we are using to do the awareness, we are still using them, the online and the social media handles. Then we carry our contestants along, so they don't make it look like, oh, I don't have somebody to help out, I don't have someone to vote for me. You can also ask people to buy a ticket to. Definitely, it's actually because it's been free all the while. They still went to like Japan Tropicana, they're having fun everywhere. So you're going to spend 8 days feeding, sleeping, and also so. But for that day, just bring up somebody to come and vote for you. Who knows? You might be lucky to become the Miss Ekimogun.
Well, any competitions for runners-up? Like majorly?
Well, the runners up, fine. That's a good question. I think what we're looking at, we're working with other sponsors that are bringing in gifts, items, and all. We had somebody. I don't know if it's good to put in on the hair, but somebody actually promised to buy this female bike and all those things. So, but that's we cannot. But the car own is 100% guaranteed. But that of this female bike, blah blah blah.
Still probability.
Yes, still probability. That was I was told on Friday or Thursday about that. So
Okay, I understand that to some extent fund such events like this, it's usually tasky. How have you been able to overcome this?
Well, you see, looking at the environment we are in, I can say it's just a passion for me.
Okay.
I know it's been difficult to get funds to do this kind of an event. I bankroll it by myself. I've been doing that for years, but I pray this year we would have support, because we have a lot of people who are still coming to say, okay, Idris, I'm going to support this event. You've come along with this event, and this has been impactful in a way. So we're looking forward to having support, and I know our MHR, Honorable Abiola Makinde, yes, is interested to support. Shows interest to support. And we have all other people who have promised support. But I can tell you, before now, it has always been financed by O2 Entertainment, which is, I'm the CEO of O2 Entertainment, but that's my company. So it has only been financed by them, and having maybe product support from other companies like Grand Hook. And let's not forget the hotel, that is Faith One Hotel, used to give us free rooms, but that is not working now. So we are going to be paying for rooms for the girls for 8 days or 11 days thereabout.
Wow, quite tasking and quite cost effective.
Yes, I know a guy, my cousin from the UK, came in last month calling me on phone. I think you are crazy, Idris. I think you are mad. I said, why are you saying this? This money you are spending every year for Miss Ekimogun, if you have put it into something else, you know where that will have taken you to. If you have maybe built a conference or an event center, you know how much you'll have been making. I'm like, you people don't understand how things work for some people. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. This is what I want to come back home to sit down and watch and have fun with other guys.
Like your friends said, it's kind of crazy. So what drives your passion?
Maybe the winners being, let's put it that, maybe what they are doing after the event. A lot of them, see, when I see them, you see, this lady that won the Miss Ekimogun one time invited me to her office, and he called a lot of people, telling them about Miss Ekimogun, how when she won, and today she's everywhere all over the world. I think she's in Ethiopia today. She's doing a lot of modeling.
So seeing them successful.
So seeing them successful gives me joy to want to continue. It sees them doing a lot, gives me joy to want to continue.
That's better too.
So it's just all about my community, just all about Ondo people, just all about having something to do for the growth of the community and the youth empowerment.
Well, many times even the government don't see this particular perspectives, because people have complained even about the Nigerian system, that many times we look at the oil sector, maybe the agricultural sector, maybe sometimes recently just a bit of attention to the place of social media and all. But now, looking at the creative industry, pageantry, fashion, tourism and co as a source of income and a source of revenue to develop communities, how effective do you think it can be if well invested into by governmental bodies that actually matters in this whole situation?
Yes, you see, these days the world has changed. There are people we call influencers these days, and if the influencers we're talking about are ranging from maybe those are on Instagrams, that are doing Instagrams, that are doing skits on Instagram, those that
social
are doing
media influencers.
So in a way, we can also make an influencer from Miss Ekimogun, where the winner would have a lot to do in propagating these activities we are talking about among the youth, among our peers, in wherever she goes or whatever she attends. She speaks more about like agriculture and every other thing. So we can also use them to talk to people, to make impact And these are the people that they see as their role models.
So it doesn't have to come from the government.
It doesn't have to
particularly.
yes. So they have to come to governments. So you see, these people see them as their role models. So they go after them and say, oh, if Mr. Ekimogun can do this, yes, I can do such too. Let me go ahead and do it. So that is just the things that we believe that can work
in the community. Thanks so
the
much,
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Idris Mamukuyomi. I will never forget that because
Thank you
actually
so
I think that's one of the Yoruba names I actually got the pronunciation.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you coming for this. We are so much expecting the whole pageantry Miss Ekimogun for 2021. I watched that of last year. I can't forget my experience there, and I hope
sure
to see.
Won't miss this one.
Please, it's going to be.
I'll definitely not miss it.
Every day. Let me tell you something. So let me tell you something. From that November 24th to December 3rd,
There is a particular event for
there's
each
an
day.
event for each day.
Wow.
Now let me tell you the first one we're having, which is November 25. We are creating an avenue for maybe CDA chairman or community chairman or street chairman to be part of that first day. What do? We want them to come and look and say, okay, I want this girl to wear my sash of our community.
More like exhibition.
Like exhibition. Okay, if this girl is from maybe South City, she might win. Please, I want this girl to wear my. Do you get? If this one is from Okeodunwo, let her wear my own. This one
Representing each community.
So they will represent each community. Are you getting the point? So that's the first thing we are doing, and that's going to be. We are writing to them to be part of that. So let them come on. If you know that you are an Arigbabala person, come and pick a lady to wear Arigbabala search and support her. So that is the idea this time around. So it's actually different from every other pageantry.
Well, it's going to also promote on this. So in case you want a place to actually enjoy yourselves, watch a beautiful pageantry, actually, you can always make Ondo City your location from the 24th of November till the 3rd of December. And as you can see, Mr. Mamukuyomi has assured us that it's going to be such an eventful period here in Ondo Town. I'm definitely going to be there through the 8-9 days. Maybe I'll just come for Daybreak Africa for you guys, and then I go out to experience my. Vicky doesn't have to go. Vicky,
No, she has to be there.
I have to be there.
You have to be there, definitely. I can see that. Well, it's time to hand over to our Lagos station. Actually, we've had a very fun time here on Daybreak Africa, here in Ondo City. And I'm very proud to call it a city now at this particular time because of what is going to happen in the next few days. Thanks so much once again, Mr. Mamukuyomi.
Thank you so much.
On to our Lagos station. My name is Joshua Ikhonede.
And I am Victoria Agbi. Do have a splendid day.
Bye for now.